everyone, Rachel and Steph, Yoga Bones. Super excited today to bring you our Yoga BAM, our benefits, alignment and modifications for Tadasana. So what we want to do is talk to you firstly about the benefits of Tadasana. Basically, why you would want to do that pose. I mean, Steph, why do you like doing Tadasana? Like, what do you get out of it?
Well, the benefits for Tadasana, it's a pretty simple pose. It's a standing pose, so mountain pose if you're saying it in English. It is the blueprint of all asanas and especially standing postures. It's the one that you want to get your spine aligned perfectly, so finding the natural curves of your spine. It's very grounding. It's a very uplifting pose and increases circulation. I mean, I could go on and on and on about the benefits of Tadasana mountain pose, but we're going to keep it pretty simple for you today.
Yeah, so, and I mean, I love that. Absolutely. The grounding, getting the spinal alignment. One of the key things for me, the blueprint is just perfect, isn't it? It's like one of the key benefits that you get by doing Tadasana, everyone, is then taking that Tadasana into every other pose that you do. Any of you kids out there, girls and guys that do Pilates, it's all about the long spine. And in Tadasana, there really is those cues. So it gives you that full elongation that you should have in your spine. If you then take that awareness, because there's quite a lot of stillness in Tadasana, isn't there, Steph? So you can really focus on that alignment, and then it's that taking it into all the other poses that I absolutely love.
Tadasana, sometimes it's like overlook and you think you just get to the top of your mat, you inhale, you raise the arms, and then you move on. If we took a few extra breaths in that pose, it would really transform the foundation of our practice. So, and if you're thinking of like energetic wise or chakra wise, I like that stuff sometimes, it's really the base of that whole chakra alignment, like from root to crown, they all line up, so that beautiful line of energy from the bottom of your feet coming out of the crown of the head. So I'm going to go do it right now, and Rachel's going to talk me through it.
All right, there we go. And you know, everyone, so what it is, excuse the shadows in our awesome makeshift studio that we've got here, everyone. So puppeteering up there. Where we're going to start with Steph, is another one of my key benefits in Tadasana, which is getting that awareness about your feet. Because if you can take the awareness of where your feet are, and where your hands are, and where your spine is in each pose, you're ahead of the game. Okay, so let's have a look at a front-on, thanks Steph, of Tadasana. So what it is, everyone, is I want Steph to basically get her toes up and then down again. I want her to rock her body weight forward onto her toes and then backwards into her heels and then come somewhere in the middle. That's that grounding aspect that Steph was talking about. You need to feel like little frog sucker pads on the ground so that you're pretty much then stuck. Okay? With Tadasana, everyone, I like to be simple. Physiotherapy, I've had to keep stuff simple in my life. I like to talk about Tadasana as the ground floor, which is your feet, the first floor, which is your pelvis, and then the roof, which is the crown of the head. So if I'm going to give you your alignment cues, I need to get those sucker pads. I need to get that really weighted, grounded down feeling in the feet. And then let's just soften those knees out so they're not like really locked out. And basically then it's that pelvis. And if you can side profile for me, that I want, if there's grounding happening, that we've got to get the tilt of the pelvis so that the pelvis sits in what we call a neutral position, and it sits directly over the ankles. So not an anterior tilt, not a posterior tilt. So it's sitting right there in the middle with that softness of the knees. And then after that, everyone, it's the crown of the head is a lift. Really important. Like beautiful Steph is a puppet on a string and going vertically up towards the ceiling. As soon as she does that, everyone, so if we come into long spine, basically what's happening is that you've activated your transverse abdominis. Every personal trainer in the world is talking to you about your core strength, your physio is, your osteo is. And as soon as I've got Steph to lift tall through the crown of her head, and that has elongated her spine, she has instantly come into TA, transverse abdominis activation, which means you're getting an ab workout the whole time you're standing there. Okay, so I just love it. Those are my 3 alignment cues. Get your feet right. Get that pelvis really open, not forward, not backwards. Soften the knees, but then lift really tall through the crown of the head. My beautiful girlfriend here, Steph, she knows where we're going. A modification for Tadasana. So you go, well, it's only standing, Rachel. I mean, who needs to modify Tadasana? Now have a think about it. If you've just sprained your ankle, you've broken your leg, you're feeling really uncomfortable when you stand, I still want you to find long spine while you're sitting. Okay, so basically everyone, we were stood on the feet, but now I need you to use the feet of your pelvis, which is something called your ischial tuberosities. It's the bottom of the pelvis. So I want Steph to, and what we call anteriorly tilt. So if she tilts right the way forward, and then if I get her to posteriorly tilt, really tuck in, and I get her to go right in the middle of those two, she's going to sit on her, the bony bit of her pelvis is going to be accessing the floor, accessing the chair. And then from there, the crown of the head, there's just that puppet on a string, vertical, and then she's able to get that TA activation. So, Steph, bless her, come and join me, Steph, because that was me doing a lot of talking. What have you got to add, beautiful?
Well, Tadasana with the space of like finding that length, that full, vertical extension of your spine is creating that space for your breath. So when even the modification with sitting down, you still have that accessibility to get into your lungs, get into that breath, find that connection. So from standing to sitting, you can still access that.
Yeah, to that space.
Exactly.
Generated.
So
Yeah.
get that breath.
Oh, it's
Because
so beautiful.
breath is like the
So
basics
important.
of your pose.
Yeah.
And we want to find that connection with breath and asana every single time.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And we'll definitely be talking more about breath in the next coming videos. But basically, so the yoga BAM, we just wanted to give you a couple of benefits. I mean, the key one for you?
Uplifting, grounding, working on your balance, energy boost. We can talk about the chakras. I have so many I can never pick.
But my key one is just knowing then that it's the blueprint for your other poses.
Yes.
That lengthening of the spine, everyone. So we talked about space for breath. It's also space for your nerves. It's space for your blood supply. Space for your the whole nervous system.
Correct.
Program. So basically, it's that long spine that's my key benefit that gets that core activation.
Yes.
Our alignment cues, my biggie, everyone, is get your feet right, pelvis, and then lift through the crown of the head.
Foundation straight up, correct?
Yeah, and then modification, the feet, I like it, the feet of the pelvis, that's what I learned in physio school. So the ischial tuberosities, it's the bottom of the pelvis. We can bang on more about pelvis anatomy, all good. But suffice to say, that was our very first BAM video.
Yes.
So thanks, Steph. And we look forward to giving you more information for the rest of the series.
Stay tuned, everyone. See you later.
All right, over and out.